they made you feel so ashamed when you were so little. That was the beginning of this in this life, because you were rejected. You were rejected when you were so small that it heaped up this pile of shame, right? That's how this begun. And then you had experiences later on where others rejected you again in a similar fashion, and this kind of cinched the issue. But you are a strong, independent person, right? You don't see yourself as somebody who feels shame. You may actually consider yourself to be a person who doesn't feel ashamed of anything, because you don't care. You don't care about any of that shit, right? Doesn't matter what they think. So this shame is actually so deeply buried, so deeply buried, that most of the time you're not even aware of it. It's like a pain that you felt for so long. You've adapted to the point where your like nerves are dead. Like, even though they're on fire, you no longer feel the pain. And now what happens is, in moments of connection, right, where intimacy threatens, and in moments of connection, you have a type of dysfunction where you're not sure how to interact. And this you are aware of, but you feel like you've mostly adapted, and you feel that the way you interact is fine, and that might be true, except you would really like to be free of this particular pathology. So it kind of goes like this. A connection threatens, a moment of brief connection, a moment of intimacy, and you just get so uncomfortable. You get so uncomfortable. The easiest thing for you to do is to create space, is to maintain your space, is to be disconnected, is to be dismissive. That is the easiest thing for you to do. And this has largely been working for you, except now it's been creeping in the back of your mind that you would like to be, like, you don't feel that you should have to be this way. You're starting to see that perhaps there is something you're missing out on, and you're getting ready to evolve beyond this and to heal this. But in order to move past this, you have to understand that those moments where you get so uncomfortable, it's not because of anything they are doing. Not usually, right? Not usually, and not really. Usually it is what's actually happening underneath the surface is that shame that has never been dealt with, and that has been buried so deeply that you don't even know you have it. It is boiling up from the inside, and it's like threatening to rear its ugly head. And having to feel that shame and face that shame is so uncomfortable for you, is so horrifying for you, especially because you've dubbed yourself a person who does not really feel ashamed of anything, right? You essentially react in any possible way to avoid facing that shame that boils up. The thing to do here will be to allow yourself to be with that shame. Allow it to sit with you. Allow it to be around you. Allow yourself to feel it so that it can blow away on the wind. You have to allow it to come out into the air, right? You have to release it into the air around you so that the wind can blow it away. And then, after the cloud of shame has blown away on the wind, a lot of the things, there will be certain things that will leave with it because they lived in that smog. They lived in that miasma. That was their ecosystem. Like bugs attracted to a certain smell, and they will leave with that cloud of shame, and you will find yourself breathing the free air in the sunshine, ready and willing to connect. And perhaps there will still be timidity or shyness. And it might take a little bit of practice, but you will be ready to reconnect once again.